It's a beautiful summer day. You're outside enjoying the weather when suddenly you feel it. A sharp pain in your lower back. You try to move it out, but the pain just gets worse. You could use some pain medication, but you've heard that too much of it isn't good for you. So instead you reach for the first alternative medicine cupboard. When it comes to back pain and other ailments, alternative medicine is a popular go-to, but what exactly is it? Alternative medicine is a broad term used to describe any system of healthcare that falls outside of conventional or Western medicine. It encompasses practices like homeopathy, acupuncture, herbalism, and a bunch of others. And while there's a lot of skepticism surrounding alternative medicine, some treatments are showing promise with scientific studies backing them up. But if these treatments work so well, why do they fall under the umbrella of alternative medicine in the first place? The answer is regulation. To be considered a conventional treatment, a medical practice has to be proven safe and effective through rigorous testing and then approved by regulatory bodies like the FDA. Alternative medicine practitioners don't necessarily have to meet these standards, which means that many treatments never get the recognition or acceptance of the wider medical community. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all bad, but it does mean you should exercise caution when seeking them out. That being said, here are some examples of alternative medicines that science says actually work. First up, we have acupuncture. This practice originated in China thousands of years ago and involves inserting thin needles into specific points on the body. For a long time, acupuncture was seen as a pseudoscience, but a 2018 study found that it can be effective at treating chronic lower back pain. How it works is still a bit of a mystery, but researchers believe that stimulating nerves with acupuncture needles triggers the release of chemicals like endorphins that help reduce pain. Acupuncture isn't the only ancient practice that's making a modern comeback. Ayurveda is a traditional Indian system of medicine that dates back 5,000 years. It's based on the idea that the human body is composed of three humors, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. When these humors are balanced, you're healthy. When they're not, illness results. Ayurveda teaches that different foods affect the balance of these humors, and an Ayurvedic diet aims to keep them in check. A 2015 study found that eating an Ayurvedic diet can improve symptoms in people with rheumatoid arthritis, leading to less pain and fatigue and better quality of life. On the other side of the world, traditional Chinese medicine or TCM is gaining traction. TCM uses a variety of methods to treat illness and injury, including herbal remedies, acupuncture, and massage. It's guided by the idea that the body has a vital energy called qi, pronounced qi, that must flow freely in order for you to be healthy. TCM practitioners believe that illness results from a disruption in the flow of qi, and treatments aim to restore balance by addressing the root of the problem, rather than just alleviating symptoms. A 2017 study showed that TCM was effective at treating osteoarthritis, especially when combined with conventional medicine. Of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention homeopathy. This form of alternative medicine is based on the idea that, like cures, meaning that a small dose of a substance that causes symptoms in a healthy person can treat a similar illness in a sick person. Homeopathic remedies are extremely diluted, so much so that it is statistically unlikely that any of the original substance will be present in the final product. Despite this, a 2018 study found that homeopathy was as effective as conventional medicine at treating allergies in children. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that homeopathy is a valid medical practice. The study was poorly designed and has been heavily criticized by the scientific community. So what should you do if you're experiencing pain or another ailment? Conventional treatments are usually a safe and effective first choice. But if you're looking for alternatives, keep in mind that just because something is considered alternative doesn't mean it can't work. Just make sure to do your research and find reputable practitioners. After all, you want to be sure that any treatment you undergo is truly a remedy and not quackery. Thanks for watching this episode of C-Show, and thanks especially to our supporters, who make it possible for us to explore science interactively. We have lots of interactive science content on our site, like our physics puzzles. They're fun, and they help you learn physics.